to standardize it more, that you can compare it. In the daily work at home, you logically should a little earlier go in the new direction, but on the other hand, don't do this how so many riders, they have not really the flexing to one side and they go already in your new side. They don't have it to the other side and they change rein already again. That's bullshit. So here again, on that curved line, get the feeling for the inside, for the outside rein, that the outside is not blocking the outside, but that it's also not thrown away. And then ask at the right moment with that left rein, holding that left seat bone and leg a little bit against it. And then you ask her, come on, rotate like in the hold, rotate over to the left. Clearly like in the hold. Make sure the outside rein is not blocking, the mouth doesn't make so. As soon as it's here, there you could have given. Huh? So. So yeah. And ask again. And not too free in the tempo. Yeah? When it's the freer the tempo is, the harder it's for the horse. So yes, you shouldn't fall asleep, but keep it a kind of a quiet tempo. So as soon as she yields, you give. In later, it must come even a good experienced professional or good experienced amateur. We give into the giving of the horse. But with the amateur, we are already happy if they give a moment after the horse gave. One feels that. You can already feel after a few times how just the last split second before the horse gives, how the horse feels. So then you can already into that the horse gives, you already give into it. You even don't have to wait it. And that makes it then why the experienced rider gets so much quicker result in their horses. Not because they're pushing them more, but because everything is so much accurate. If you had 10 situations where she gave, you gave immediately, that horse is not the same horse anymore compared to when the horse gave 10 times and you one time hit the right moment and 9 times you did not hit the right moment. So. Good, give the rein. Yeah, give the rein. Oh yeah, and then on the long rein, when she comes a little more up, just take the elbows back, apply that pressure that you need again to make her rounder, and then you go forward again. That she understands she is allowed to chew the reins out of your hand. That can later be forward, downward, but first it has to be behind and downward. Oh. And I always say to the rider, in the ideal case for that, when we exaggerate that stretching a little bit, the neck should go down in front of the withers, the same way how a horse is grazing. And not the neck in front of the third vertebra. But logically, in the process, it can happen sometimes that it's not on the right spot yet. It's just that the rider has to know where we at the end want to go to is so that you have the feeling from the withers, the neck goes, the crest, whole crest goes downward. Good, so. Good. And after you have asked that flexing, here again, like normal in my lessons, I have done it more frequently, actually more for you, that technically you can do this more frequently, that we can practice that more. But in the daily work, you do this not that long, you make sure you have a couple of times the right flexing, and then give her, like yesterday, give her the rein, like here, give her the rein a little bit. Good, give her the rein a little bit. Good. If she comes up with that even long rein, you go one moment back with the hand so that you have a contact that you say, come on, come round again. And immediately when she yields a little bit, you go forward and you give her the rein again. So, there. Good so. So that you understand, that is from our work from yesterday. Only a little bit an additional technical issue. It's not that I want you to do this, what we did now, intensively, 10, 15 minutes, that I say you should do that every day in that intensity and that long. More important is what we did yesterday, that you leave that neck a little longer, you make there a passive contact. It's just that when in certain moments you want to flex a little bit, that you know technically what you have to look for. Oh yeah, there. There. Good so. Oh, it's nice. So think now more of yesterday. Forget about the flexing for a moment, that you can switch to what we were doing yesterday. Good so. Jawohl. Gut. Good so. Good there. Large circle and prepare for canter. Good. And then I leave it up to you whether you want to go large or circle. Good.
She feels more upright today.
What?
She feels more upright.
Yeah. Change rein on the diagonal and then right lead canter. Into the corner, then the transition into the right lead canter. And then a few times also sit very smooth and very supple. That you change from sitting strong to sitting very supple, almost that you think you go to zero. Not too much right rein again. Look in the mirror. That you're not holding your head to the right side. You want first to find Where is an relative even contact, left and right, and very soft first. You sit also soft, you relax a little bit more, you go almost to zero, so that you reduce that whole muscle tone in your body. Good, stay circle, very relaxed. Following the arm more. That she does not hit your hand, or you don't hit her mouth in that moment when your upper body comes back. That you go showing your elbow with your hand forward, but during the whole stride, this is the same smooth contact. Oh yeah, it can happen, it's not a big deal. But then the outside and half walk for that moment of the transition. Down. And a little bit down. And a little bit longer there. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then when you have a couple of rounds, be more supple, so that you found there that little light. There, she's good. Go. And then you can stay with the suppleness in front, but you start using your core and leg a little bit more, just to make more an impact with seat and leg a little bit. But in the arm, you stay in the same softness. But you just better then listen to the seat a little bit more and the leg. When she then stays with the neck more down, then you can also make on the outside rein a little bit driving. Yep. Oh, yeah. That she does not from the deeper frame first come up and is above the bit, and then she's round again. That from the deep frame where she is round, you bring her gradually up, that she comes up and stays round. And through that influence through the seat and the leg in the belly area, you check how can you stimulate her back, how can you stimulate her abdominal muscle. That in the second arch in that belly area, she does something that brings the back up and drops the top line, instead of having the roundness in the neck just by holding it with the rein. What we did before with the flexing, I say it again, was just that when it's the time to flex, that you have the right technique. But here you should not flex there in the canter. Here rather you have more the left rein a little more on. In the canter it's very, very important that the neck is absolutely lined up with the shoulder and with the rib cage. But it's our same exercise like yesterday with the gray one, that you have the left rein a little more on, that you almost act as if you slightly would have her to the outside, but you have the right seat bone and the right leg on, that you say to the hunches, but don't come in. And that you then do your turn in the way how we have done it in the walk. So with the gray one, that both hands bring in the right moment of the stride her shoulder, her withers to the right, to the right, to the right. Only in that phase, when the front legs are just ready to leave the ground. In that moment, both hands say to the shoulders, we're not only coming off the ground, we're coming off and jumping right. We're jumping right. We're jumping right. That you're not a split second longer there on the mount, that you're not still, say, jump right while she already lands again. When the front leg lands, the rein cannot do anything. It only does something negative if the horse goes against it. So you want just to feel, when is that moment when she has landed in front and the front is just ready to come up. And in that moment, with a turn of your body, with both hands, especially the outside rein, you say to the shoulders, we jump a little bit to the right. Oh. Oh, it's nice. Good. Oh. Oh, it's good. Jawohl. Jawohl, gut so. So here again, that is just the technical part for you, that you get the feeling, how do I maneuver her without pulling her to the inside? How do I maneuver her that I bring the front around? The next thing, for example, would then be either that, like we did in the walk, you come a little with the outside leg to be able to make it smaller, or the other situation would be that with the inside leg you say, yeah, but hunches, you stay out. And that's the straightening work, that we say to the hunches, you stay where you are. But the shoulders we take in relationship to the hunches slightly in front. That is straightening work. That's why the shoulder 4, shoulder in, is the #1 exercise to straighten the horse. Oh yeah. Good so. And then when she is absolutely round in the longitudinal bend, then you might say in addition, and can I now flex her in addition to the right? So, yes. And then you can use the outside rein even better. When she then flexes correctly to the right and comes into the outside rein, if you then move your left hand to the right, you feel how easy suddenly it is to move the shoulder to the right side. But that only happens logically when she finds it kind of easy to flex to the right side. If she's fighting that, then logically it's not true what I said, that it's easy to come with the outside rein. So it must be for her that she says, oh, I don't have a problem, flex to the right side. And then you can move the use of the outside rein. Then in the right moment, the inside hand flexes, she lets go on the right rein, she comes into the outside rein, and then in the right moment, your outside, both reins, but the inside rein is busy for the flexing, the outside rein says, come on, come in, make now this way the circle gradually smaller.
Sorry.
Okay, if you need a break or she needs a break, that's fine.
I think she needs
Yeah,
a break.
yeah.
I'm alright with that.
Good.
I felt a bit harder then, like
Huh?
a belly was it?
Yeah,
I could get my
right.
leg around it
Exactly.
a bit more.
Yeah. Very good. Any questions?